Okay. In MN in NN9 Majjhima Nikaya Sutta number 9. So if you look at the word sammā and diṭṭhi, so the word sammā technically it has two meaning. Normally we will translate as right. Okay, sammā diṭṭhi means so the word diṭṭhi comes from the root of this diṭṭhi. So it comes from diṭṭhi. So it has two form. So diṭṭhi, the sub of diṭṭhi is past, sub root of this. So this one will form your word pasati, verb, and dasati. Dasati, deseti, not dasati, deseti. De, deseti, because I, E is strengthened,
Yes.
then you use a seven conjugation, so
Yeah.
this is the verb, then you get dasana. You get
Pasana.
dasana and pasana, so this is how you go, pasana. Pasana. So the word diṭṭhi, I think is this plus ya lah, something like that lah. So diṭṭhi means is technically is right view, right? What a viewer is, that means the word diṭṭhi means something is seeing, something like right seeing. So right seeing, that means it's going to be your what you
Pasana.
view lah. So what you view, after what you view is what you understand. Because if you look at if you are colorblind and you look at the red, you say it's a brown. You say it's a brown. That means that is your view because what you see. If you colorblind means what you see does not give you the right prospect, but in your mind, what you see, what you view, that is your understanding. So the understanding. So if generally, if somebody asks you, how do you understand what is sammā diṭṭhi? What will be your answer? That is the question. That is the question. All right. That is the question. Okay, never mind. What we do is what we do. We would. So normally, can you see sammā diṭṭhi means we take understanding. What do you understand? Understand Four Noble Truth. Four Noble Truth. And understand various Dhamma. So various Dhamma, that means what is your view of the Dhamma means the natural thing, natural things, natural,
Mm.
natural phenomena lah. So in this case, this sutta will give you see, can you see this sutta will talks about okay, that means it talks about okay, it says like lobo, doso, moho. You know that this is a subject, greed, hate, delusion. Can you see? And then it will talks about alobo, adoso, and moho. Okay, all right. Now in Abhidhamma, there are 52 cetasika. 52 cetasika. Plural, cetasika. Take away the Vedana and Sanya, the balance is 50 lah. So this six is part of the cetasika. This is part of cetasika. So this is the root. This is the root. So the root, can you see the root of what? Of akusala. That means, can you see the word mula? Mula means the root. Root. And then mula. So what is the root of akusala? So the root of akusala is lobo, doso, and moho. So when you are talking about right understanding, this is the right understanding. This is the right understanding. Okay, right understanding. So then we know, okay, for kusala, kusala mula, the root of skillful or wholesome. Let me translate this. Kusala means skillful, or
Unwholesome.
unwholesome. Okay, so this means that it means the root of unskillful or unwholesome is these three. Wholesome is these three. All right. Okay. Now, so root. What is the underlying? So the underlying of Greek is raga. Raga anusaya. That means the mental tendency of raga. A mental tendency of patika. Patika should be taken as a version. Aver,
It's inherent,
inherent is and you can take many meanings lah. So you can take your mental tendency. Why we use mental tendency? If you see some object is nice, the tendency of this arises, right?
Yes.
So if you say tendency, because if you see something you like, you see something you like, the tendency of raga arises. And then if you see something is really disgusting, the tendency of aversion arises. So we
Aversion.
use tendency,
Yeah.
easy to understand. And then you also have the diṭṭhi anusaya. And then, which means that the tendency is inside you. It means this is mine. This is yours. That is anusaya, diṭṭhi anusaya. You view. So your view of the view of anusaya is always refer mama, mine, uh, mama, then asmi, and me ata, myself. Me ata is myself, myself. This is mama, mine, and ask me, I am. So the view is already is this one is already in you. This is diṭṭhi anusaya. This is your underlying. Underlying
Can,
means that at any time when
can
there
you put
is
in
an pardon?
can you put in identity view so you can refer it
Okay.
identity view
Ah,
so that you can easy to remember
okay.
identity view.
Sakaya diṭṭhi identity view. Sakaya diṭṭhi, this is a identity view. Okay, so something like that. So this is your underlying. This is the underlying. Also, underlying cannot get rid of it one. Okay, cannot get rid of it until you follow certain path. Okay, so it's solved. So the sutta, then this is point number A. Point number T. Point number 2 in this sutta is talks about understand. Understand technically is that means this is a right view. Right view. You understand? You understand? So you see the Pali, the Pali is avuso, Arya, Savako, Sammā diṭṭhi hoti. So this one, the word understand is Sammā diṭṭhi, Sammā diṭṭhi. So so this word is referred to Sammā diṭṭhi because when you plus this, it becomes a verb form. This is a noun. This plus this is a verb form. So you can put like that. Okay, now. What? So after the root, and the underlying. So the next one is, can you see the word? The second one is the ahara. Ahara, normally you translate as food. In this case, you can say the food or the fuel. Fuel. So it always divided into the category, the food, the source of the food, the origin. So you can use it as samudayo. And then you will see
Cessation.
you see the cessation, so always like that, and okay, this the cessation 1, 2, 3, and then One more. This one is number 4. Okay. So this is a very typical structure of Abhidhamma always give 4 reasons. I think Abhidhamma follow this kind of structure, 4 reasons. But it use a different word. That means it says this is the food, the fuel, it's the origin. And then this is Nirodha. The 4 here is joined here. Typo. That's why I saw it earlier. Okay.
Nirodho.
So this is Nirodho is the cessation. So if it has no food, it will cease. Okay, then the cessation must got the root. The origin must always got root. Okay, that means the underlying will always come out. But however, there is also, okay, can you see Gamini Patipada? That, like that. Okay, this is the Patipada means pada is the is come from the word pada is the step or the foot. That means the practice leading. This is go, gum, leading to the cessation. So we will translate a path leading to the ending lah. Instead of because if you use this as the beginning or the origin, then this is the cessation. So the cessation, so the synonym is ending lah.
For path.
Cessation. So
Yeah.
cessation, we can use a ending lah, a path leading to the ending of this, this and this. So this, you understand? All right. Okay. So in the right understanding, that means if you don't really understand this structure, that means you still got what? The word here is vicca. Pali word is vicca. Vicca means true knowledge. Vicca, true knowledge, because you say Itipiso, and I mean with Itipiso, Buddha got endowed with true knowledge, vicca, and Jnana Sampando. So true knowledge. In this case is true knowledge. So opposite of this is avijja. So avijja normally we say ignorant. So the avijja we say ignorant. Technically opposite of this, that means
Delusion.
you don't know lah. You don't know, that means is you don't know. You don't know how to do math is not a problem, but you don't know the Dhamma is considered as ignorant. You don't know. You don't know the true knowledge. You don't know the true knowledge. You don't know how to repair computer. You don't know Microsoft, or you don't know this. Not a problem. So in this case, these are the two meaning of true knowledge. All right. So this part. So here you say that it's practice leading to the ending. This is technically is talking about Eightfold Noble Path. Noble Eightfold Path. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. When you talk about origin, what's the origin? So in this case, the field here, this should be tanha. So we put in 4, that means tanha, okay. Origin of tanha, cessation of tanha. In this case, you will see that here is what? There is Aryo Atangiko. This is noble. This utter, I think 1-8. 8. I think there is H. H, I think should be a H.
There's a H. Atanga. Yeah, Atanga, there's a H.
Utter, A-T-H-A, I think utter. Right. Okay. This is anga. This is anga. The word anga. Anga is fold or path. Gecko is a secondary derivative, means stalking. So this is how it goes. All right. So that means right view, that means this is right view. So what is the here? Can you see? The next one, C is talking about dukkha, the origin of the dukkha, cessation of the dukkha, and the pathway. This is Four Noble Truth. So, can you see? So that means a simple word. What is sammā diṭṭhi? You do sammā diṭṭhi meaning understandings of Four Noble Truth. So we use understanding rather than the right view. No, I mean the view of Four Noble Truth, understanding. So that there's two things. Book will say, oh, sammā diṭṭhi is right view. But I ask you what is right view, then you say, you can give a lot of answer lah, based on your dhamma. How, but this is the key one. So we're talking about the key one. So as long as you don't know Four Noble Truth, that means you got wrong view. You got wrong view lah. Wrong view. Okay. Now, then you will see here, from here onward, is paticca, you know. If you don't know paticca, you still got wrong view, you know. You see, here you can see, this you will look at the bottom from here is going up this way. So this is reverse down. So that means first here. So dukkha, you know, is always defined as, okay, what is dukkha? So dukkha, it has a birth is dukkha, aging is dukkha, sickness is dukkha, death is dukkha, getting what you want is dukkha, not getting what you want is dukkha, separation is dukkha. Or these are dukkha lah. It defines dukkha. You can find the definition is in DN 22. DN 22. Under Dhammanupassana, it will define all these dukkha. And then the origin of the dukkha is in paticca is tanha. Tanha is one of them is tanha. Because if you look at here, if you look here somewhere, great. Can you see here? What is craving? What is craving? So feeling, that means vedana paccaya tanha. Vedana paccaya tanha. Okay. Vedana paccaya tanha. She's talking about. So the craving is the origin. And here is the cessation. That means we are talking about Nibbana. Nibbana, you remember the last time we are talking ending of raga, dosa, moha. A person destroy these three things is called cessation of the dukkha, which is an arahant. So the terminology and understanding is important. All right. So we say here, we see here, all this being in the four. Okay. Next, the understanding. Okay, this is old age, death. We only talk old age and death, the extra one only, old age and death, because death is the important one. Because why? This is jara and marana. This is it. Marana, jara, marana. Okay. So a noble disciple understand jara, marana. So the origination and the cessation and the path. The path, okay, or eightfold path. So this is the next one. Okay. Can you see? Jati, okay. In jati, paccaya, jara, marana. Okay. So that means you have to understand that. And then again, okay. Then you this line number F. So this is can you see the continuous existence? This is power. Okay. So power. So this is power. Okay. Okay, a noble desire understand the continuous existence is origin and its cessation. So the origin, origin. Then the next one is upadana. Upadana. Can you see it? So upadana. So you have to read the sutta. No, I only give you the brief outline. So the upadana. Upadana can means is clinging, grasping. So you see, grasping at what? Can you see?
Quoting, sir.
That means here is kama. Kama means sensual pleasure. Diṭṭhi is a view. View is a very important. View. That means sila
Silabatta.
bata. Sila bata. Sila bata.
Paramasya.
This one no don't have paramasa, you only see labata only. So then can you see the word attavada? Attavada. That means vada is the theory of self. Theory of the self. The theory of self is most people refers that the self got soul or permanent or something. This. So this is very important. Because all these you got karma anusaya. This one also anusaya. You have karma. Just now we talk about anusaya. Okay, karma anusaya means you have the tendency to like nice object. And then you have also diṭṭhi anusaya. Same thing, the diṭṭhi anusaya. Which means that you have the tendency to see things according to your perspective. According to your perspective, whatever you see is your perspective because it based on your experience and what you learn. Whatever you learn. So the rest is this one. This is a silabatta is a anusaya. That means is practice. Your tendency how to practice things. Anusaya. This one. This is anusaya. That's why that's why you can get influence. People say, okay, especially the Chinese, you pai like that, oh, very good. You do like that, you do a lot of rice and ritual like that, very good. You don't do like that. So that is silabata. You practice, uh, like you cling to certain. That means in this case, this is clinging to certain practice.
Wrong,
Observant.
wrong,
Observant is
right.
practice What you observe and what you practice. So
Yeah.
this is rights and ritual.
Rites and
So
rituals.
so and then this is the one. This is the toughest of the three. This one is not so bad. This is not so bad. These two is very hard to understand. The view and this one. Okay. Then after that, you will continue with, okay, that means feeling. All right, the feeling. Feelings is three types of feelings. Okay, three types of feeling. Now, pleasant. Okay. Unpleasant. Unpleasant. And neither pleasant or non-unpleasant. So we put neutral neutral. Okay. Pleasant, this one. This one, pleasant will give you attachment. This one, raga. Unpleasant. This is unpleasant. Patika, unpleasant. This one, raga. Attachment. Okay. This aversion. Neutral. Because it's not pleasant, it's unpleasant. What you do? You ignore it. You ignore the object. So it's avijja. You don't know, you don't care, you don't know, avijja. So you see, whatever, where any three types of feelings will give rise of will propel your anusaya. You propel because the anusaya is the one where your tendency automatically they will pop up. Neutral also got anusaya come out. Pleasant, unpleasant come out. So The paticca is the most important. Yep. All right. So the rest, like that means feeling is the contact. Of course, the contact is the six contacts. Six contacts. The contact of the mind, contact of the five senses, and then there's a six sense field, and then this. Okay, this is the one. Nama rupa. This is interesting. This is interesting. Can you see the word nama? Nama in this sutta, it takes Vedana, Sanya, it takes Cetana. It takes Cetana. Cetana means intention. Okay. Can you see in Abhidhamma there are seven universal. Vedana, Sanya, Cetana, Paso, Manasikara. Then and got another two. Ekagata, and one more I forgot. The Abhidhamma takes a lot from the sutta, but you cannot see. So this is the mind. Our five aggregate is only we got Vedana, Sanya, and then we got Sankara. And then we got Vijnana. So in this case, you never see Sankara in Vijnana. You see, this is the mind. Vedana, Sanya, Chitana, Paso. This is the contact, and Manasika, attention. This is only, here is only five. Abhidhamma got seven universal. So this is a mental state. So you see a form, and then the form is got the four element lah. Cattaro Mahadhatu, the four element, the earth element, the water element, the wind element, the fire element. This is the thing lah. So this is, this part is the Nama Rupa. So in this sutta, it is slightly different. So here is Nama Rupa. Nama Rupa. And then you see, it did not put in, this is Vijnana. Okay, Vijnana. Can you see that this is the Vijnana part? Vijnana. So Vijnana in this case is a consciousness. It's a consciousness. All right. Okay, consciousness. All right. And this part, you need a lot of other suttas to understand the meaning. Already I'm going to go through roughly any. Okay, a noble disciple understand that this is. Can you see the word this? The word choice is some choice is a choice. The word choice is referred to sankhara. Right, sankhara. So sankhara sometimes stands as volition. Okay, volition. As this one is plural. Can you see? Sankhara, volition. Right. So sankhara is a bit difficult to translate because you see here it takes one. It takes a sankhara, it divide into three. What kaya sankhara, vaci sankhara, chitta sankhara. That means this is so.
Huh? Yeah.
So this one is taken as bodily. Okay. So it's sankhara, that means bodily, bodily. It's taken as a bodily act. Okay, taken as a bodily act. Okay, bodily act. So this is taken as a verbal. Well, and this is a mental act. Okay, this okay, you get Okay, this is kaya sankhara. We don't say bodily formation. We don't of no doubt the word sankhara has a mental mental formation. Okay. So the here is it kaya sankara, bodily act.
I think you use the word volition better, no? Mental volition and bodily volition.
Now, okay. You are right. But when I say when you do a satipatthana, in breath is kaya sankara. in breath, in breath, and out breath is kaya sankara. So what are you going to say? So the word sankara is very difficult to translate because in the satipatthana, that means in breath and out breath is kaya sankara. Kaya sankara. So this kaya sankara. So to translate sankara, it depends on the syntax of the sentences. So in this case, we reverse a bodily act, verbal act, and mental act lah. So the mental act will consist of your 52 cetasika. Verbal act is talking about your 4 sammā vaca. So the bodily act, if he's talking about the physical, that means that means you are talking about physical, panatipata, and then you talk about adinadana and kamisumicacara, and the last one surah meraya maca. That one is bodily act, is fall under the kaya sankara. But in meditation, these are kaya sankara. So the kaya sankara. So the definition is all depends on how and when the structure of the sentences is formed. But you take into here as a volition. But in this sutta, it mentioned this, in this sutta, it's mentioned kaya sankara. Okay, kaya sankara will stop at fourth jhana. Okay, so at fourth jhana, so now fourth jhana, okay, the fourth jhana, the kaya sankara stop. That means the breath stop. Vaci sankara stop at second jhana. That means your vitakka and vichara stop second jhana. So you see the complication of the Pali is that second jhana. Okay, so at second jhana, vaci sankara. Citta sankara stop at arupa, the fourth arupa. That means sanya vedana, sanya ve 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 veda ita ni ru da something like that. This one I'm not too sure whether I spell it correct. And that means this citta sankara will stop at the fourth arupa, the cessation of feeling and perception. This is talking about physical mind. This is talking about, but not about bodily act. All mind. So that means at the fourth arupa jhana, feeling and sensation cease. This is talking about citta sankara cease. So the mental axis. All right, can understand? Detail no need to ask me. I also don't know. Okay, so if I will move to the next one. Next one. So the one a noble disciple understand ignorance, its origin, cessation, and the practice. So that means ignorant.
Brother fella,
Yeah.
this sutta is the one taught by Sariputta, is it?
Yes. I think Sariputta.
Yeah. I think I remember reading somewhere that this is required reading for all monks.
Yes.
Buddha stated that one of the suttas they must learn for all monks. This is one of the suttas by Sariputta.
Yes. You see, apparently, Abhidhamma say that Buddha goes to the heaven, gives Abhidhamma talks to his mother in Tusita heaven. Then Buddha will come back for the food. Then he will give the cheese to the Sariputta. So Sariputta is the one who translate accordingly the Abhidhamma. So you see, there are a lot of things Abhidhamma come from. I mean, a lot of point come from this sutta lah. Come from this sutta because this is a sutta being break down and then give it to the this Sariputta, and then Sariputta describe it lah, describe it lah. So these are the key lah. So that means at the end they a noble desire understand defilement lah. So after a noble desire understand ignorance, its origin. Okay, origin you can see what is the origin of ignorance? Asava. This is asava. So the word here is a lot of time you know patija, but you don't know the very detail. This is asava. Asava is translated as, sometimes it's translated as taints. Okay. Sometimes it's corruption. Corruption.
Rankers.
Cankers. So many words lah. Cankers Okay. Okay. So the Sanskrit word is shrew. Shrew. The Sanskrit word is shrew. Shrew, I don't know whether that there is this S, I think whether got a diacritic mark or not, I cannot remember. Shrew means that's which flow. That which flow. Flow, not float, flow. Have a look. That which flow. Okay. So the word shrew, that is which flow. So the word asava means it means something that ooze out or flow out. Flow out. So what flow out? You see not? So what flow out? What flow out? This one. There are 8 of it. This is a 8. There are 8 of this. This is because this is at Arahan level. It takes what? 3 only. So just now we know that the mental tendency. Okay, you remember just now it's mental tendency. So after mental tendency, something has to flow out. Yeah, mental tendency, something is flow out. What flow out? Because you remember just now we were talking about kamma anusaya. Can you see kamma asava? Here, this one, there are 4 of it, but here no longer mentioned. This is because this is talking about here. This is talking about what flow out. It means here is kamma asava. It means the things, what flow out. That means this is sensual desire. Sensual desire. Okay, bhava. That means existence. Existence. Okay. Then ignorant. Ignorant avijja means you don't know lah. This that means what flow out. These are the 3 that flow out. Sensual, this is the flow out. So the word asava, that means this flow out, of course, this is corrupted. Cankers are corrupted or stains are stain or whatever. This is not the correct form. This is not the pure form. So this is what they flow out. So from mental tendency, asava, anusaya to asava. So this 3. So when you look at the sutta, every time you see so here it says here, can you see now you look at the sutta, it says Can you see here? It says its cessation. Its cessation, here is cessation. That means origin. The origin is at this tree. Cessation is, can you see the cessation here? Pahana. Pahana means is a jaran. Destruction of a tendency to last. Okay, another one. Okay, this is having get rid of. This one is also a jaran. Having get rid of patika, and then having get rid of the mental tendency of aversion. And then the other three, you remember, can you see samuhanitwa? That means I cannot remember. That means having sort of I think samuha. I have to check the dictionary. I've forgotten the meaning. So I think having get rid, get rid or remove the tendency of view of self. You see or not? View of self, the view of self. And then what is the practice to get into that is Eightfold Noble Path. So you have to read this sutta in terms of using the Pali word. You read the English one first, then you look into the one with the Pali, then you will understand it because the translation is not so straightforward. So basically, at the end of the day, this is inside you, your DNA. Sometimes people ask me, this is in my DNA. Yes, this is. So because the Anusaya is your DNA, is inborn with you. Inborn with you is called the DNA, is called the Anusaya. So after the Anusaya, then because of the object that arises, whether pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral, then only your asava to start to flow out. It trigger lah. It just train because what the Buddha teach is causation. You need a cause, causation. Something before something happened, there must be antecedent. After that, they will keep on have antecedent. So this causation, and then the word they use is hetu. Hetu is the cause lah. The word pacaya it means because of because of A, B arise lah.
But Brother Alfred, samuhanitwa is having uprooted.
Get rid of lah, same lah.
Yeah.
So the word pacaya means because of A, B arises. This is all. There must be a cause lah. So the word pacaya, hetu is the cause.
Can we see conditionality?
Cause whatever word you want to use
Conditionality. One is the cause.
Can, no problem.
And
So
then,
this is
the asava, a lot of people like to use outflow. No? Outflow.
Yeah, can.
Sound closer to your Sanskrit.
Outflow lah. So Sanskrit is shru lah, shru. So as long as you know the word, it's okay. Because English we got a lot of synonym, and then sometimes we don't like other people's translation. We say, oh, this word does it long, but as long as you know what the Pali words or Sanskrit word then it's a lot easy for us. It's a lot easy. Then you can understand a little bit better. Okay, I'm done. Done enough. This is one part. So it's good to read this sutta because otherwise we don't know what is called sammā diṭṭhi, But a lot of people know sammā diṭṭhi one. Right view. So you read lah. Yeah. So let's go into the this sutta lah. See that? Right view. Right view. Right view. So the right view name is Sariputta address the monk. You see here, you see this line, yeah. Okay. Can you see, this is the subject. Venerable Sariputta, okay, Amantesi address monks. There. The adverb of place is in front, adverb of place in front. The ko is emphasized, tatra is there. See, so you have to arrange lah. And then you see okay, this is a vocative, and then followed by okay, oh, this is abuso means friend. Abuso use friend, but of course going to translate as reverend. This is a vocative. This is, I think, I'm declined. Then if you look at that, abuso tiko te piku. This is those monk. See, this is a subject. Those monk. Okay, this is AOR reply to, this is to, no, this is dative to Venerable Sariputta. You can see, here is this is vocative friend. Okay, friend, friend. So of course here is relevant now. So those ma reply to Venerable Sariputta. And then, okay, then this is the subject. Okay, Venerable Sariputta say this. This is a compound. This is avoca. This avoca, I think is either in perfect tense or something like that. Say this. Etat says this. So if you good and you can remember the meaning, you can straight away read and you can understand. Okay, then it says, okay, friend, okay, I was a friend. Sammā, friend, sammā diṭṭhi, you see, there, okay. So, right view. This is a Uccati, name is referred to Sariputta. Sariputta say right view. So that is how it goes. So you can read through all when you're free. So I won't go
Alfred,
through.
what is the reference, please?
MN9 this one.
Oh, okay, thank you.
MN9 MN9 sammā diṭṭhi. So MN9. So you can read through. You see, there are a lot of information that I skip because I only go for the gist. You still can. So what you need to read is here. It says okay, katamang pana abuso, but this is but what is this is katamang. Can you see the word katamang, and this is GCN. What is unwholesome? Can you see this katamang akusalana. Now this here, this is the root. Now see what is the root of, this is tampurisa. What is the root of unwholesome? Then katamang kusalang. This one is the same. So you say then you see why it's important that we always chant. We always chant 5 precept. You see here, it's only a 5 precept. You can see here, killing, stealing, sexual misconduct. This is sammā kammanta. This is sammā kammanta. But here never say it's sammā kammanta. Then it says, okay, false speech, divisive speech, harsh, and nonsensical. This is what? This is sammā vacca. Okay. Then this is, all this is bodily, just now bodily. Kaya sankara, waci sankara. These three is come from the mind. This is citta sankara. No, this is a mental action. Citta sankara, covetousness, ill will, and wrong view. This is mental. That means we got 3 parts. This is mental act. This is a mental act. You can see here. This is a mental act.
Bodily, 4 speech, and 3 are mental.
3 are mental. So 3 are mental. You get it, mental. So of course the word used is different because this is talking about this junction but it always different. Then it will talk about the root of unskill, great hate delusion. So it's very interesting. You read this you read through. Now read through. You read through. Can you see the word here? Here you got more. No, you got here you got more. When you read this, contentment, contentment is lobo, no, non-great. Great, opposite of great is non-great lah. Non-great means contentment lah. So this is a lobo, no. So if you read it, what is contentment? So this is this one. And then can you see the word Dosa is hatred. Opposite of dosa is adoso, which is love, is metta. So this is something that you have to read the Pali, otherwise you'll get confused, you know. So the word moho is delusion, non-delusion. Non-delusion means understanding. So this is the key part. So this is the key part. The Pali will make the Pali plus the English will be very interesting. Certain part you don't know, you skip lah. But that is the important part. All right. Okay, I'm done. To the rest, you do your homework lah. You read lah. Okay.
Thank you, Brother Alfred.
Okay. Yes,
Very
this,
interesting.
yeah, there is understanding is one thing, no, reading is one thing. But you have a better chance to understand if you know Pali. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Very good explanation.
Thank you, Brother Alfred.